The 2012 Pepsi Max Field of Dreams AL and NL Legends, as well as the 2 contest winners and their cities, will be announced Tuesday, July 10th. So check MLB.com/Pepsi Max for updates. Get ready to vote on where the 2012 Dream Game will be played. Contest winners and Dream Game rosters will be revealed at the 2012 All-Star Game. Pepsi Max, delicious.
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.
Donuts.
I want to work with you a lot.
Oh, yeah!
From Fake Mustache Studios, Mark Maron, thank you for coming by.
Wait.
Let's not get formal now.
Wait. This is Fake Mustache Studios?
Yeah,
this is the mythic Fake Mustache Studios? We're in it?
It's like when you bust into the cat ranch and David Cross calls it a shed.
Well, this is like it's a real garage. Mine is more like a shack.
Well, David Cross called it a shed. You defended it, and I'm listening, driving back from Vegas, going, you know what? Fuck David Cross. Like, fucking, the guy has you on the show. By the way, that was some
of us get cranky in our old age, Jay.
You put your time in that interview.
Yeah.
You earned that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
we
have a lot of history, you know what I mean? Me and Dave. Look at these cupcakes.
But it seemed like all the history was on your side.
Well, I find that a lot. I'm sure I have stories about you or things that I remember about you that you're like, I have no recollection of that at all.
But I'll at least engage you and go, really? Where you were just corrected and then it got reset?
Yeah.
It was really no, that's not really how it happened.
Well, Dave is like he is, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's interesting how we're all aging. You seem happy. You seem all right.
When you came in, the first thing I said was, you look super handsome, you look great, and there's a lightness to you.
And then you said, not physical lightness. I'm like, what do you mean? Then you offered me a cupcake. Now I got cupcakes.
That's because you grabbed your stomach when I said lightness. You turned it into the physical because your body dysmorphia. Because one thing, if you need to know about Mark Maron, if he's not somehow unhappy, then he's way more unhappy than he is when he's unhappy.
Oh, you should have seen before I left because I feel all right. But like today, I knew I was coming out here. I haven't seen you in a little while, but I'm like, holy fuck. He better appreciate it. I got to driving here from where I live. It's like I might as well got into a spaceship and went to where I don't know where the hell I am. It took me. I got here pretty quick, but all I could think about is traffic going back, and I was thinking like, fuck this.
We'll get you out of here.
Jay, Jay better appreciate.
I do.
That I got in my car.
You're a get, bro.
Oh yeah.
Here's the deal.
What?
I've been listening to your podcast for a while, and it's really it's like watching a guy. You've had more realizations on your podcast than anybody has in their entire life, and you have them weekly. Like if you go through the Michael Ian Black saga, it's like boxing trilogies.
Yeah.
Like wow, but Mark really won the second one because Michael had his hackles up. Like it was incredible. You're a guy interviewing people like Carrot Top.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We become what we hate.
Right.
That's just a fact of life. If I told you,
is that true?
If I told you on the Lower East Side of Manhattan, you're going to be interviewing Carrot Top and telling me that you now like Hemingway because you found out he owned a cat.
Yeah.
You'd go, wait, fucking put a bullet in my head right now.
Yeah. Well, the Hemingway thing is all right, but I think the Carrot Top thing would have thrown me a little bit. But no, I think that's true. It was sort of hard for me at the beginning because, you spend 25 years, banging your head against the wall doing stand-up and getting plenty of opportunities as a stand-up, but never really catching. Leave those cupcakes right fucking there. Now,
They're just visually pleasing.
And no, I'm looking for I'm waiting for the right moment to get into them, huh?
They're aesthetically pleasing.
No, they're more than aesthetically pleasing. That is going to be
She's a fucking slave in the kitchen. This one.
She didn't make those.
She's a fucking baking animal with those fucking jugs, honey.
Oh my God, I had him in the garage. Have you had him over here?
No, I think I'm persona non grata in his world for some reason.
Really?
I don't know.
What do you do to people, Jay?
I don't know, but
Jay,
you can help me because you've had people on your show where Ralphie May said very nice things about me. And
well, yeah, that's because apparently you babysat him. You were.
I said you're going to be I'm going to make sure.
You're very nice to him. You took Ralphie under your wing and you made sure that he was okay.
But I did that with Bert. I did that with, Nick Swartzen opened for me for like 5 years.
Yeah.
And Tom Segura, now Ryan Sickler. But that's only because a guy grabbed me when I was like 17.
Who was that?
Mark Wilde.
Oh, Mark Wilde. He's
Mark
that bitter
Wilde,
little man.
Batshit crazy, angriest.
Yeah, he's around. I see him occasionally.
I know, it's very uncomfortable. When
I think he let the hair thing go.
Yeah, he finally shaved his head. Right. He always used to show. Oh, Mark Wilde.
I always liked him. I
always liked him.
He exuded a type of negativity that I could only aspire to. He's a little lighter too recently. Have you seen him?
No.
What's happening? There's a noise and there's voices.
Baby alarms in the house. So
you don't take care of that? Everyone's out here. She's smoking a cigarette. You're here. Is there someone? Who's with the kid? The kid's just out back?
Yeah, he's older than he looks.
Oh, I thought he looks like he's 3.
No,
he's 30?
No, he's 30. 33.
You should
Muay Thai champion. He fights strawweight at a Fairtex gym in the Philippines.
Oh, so there's no reason to worry about him or the
he's fine.
strange
He's
dwarf
out there.
dogs you have walking around.
Yeah.
What are you collecting here? Small things?
Yes. Yes, my tiny
Everything
menagerie.
is.
It's a
I'm
flea
surprised your
circus.
producer's normal size.
No, he's actually comes from a land of giants. He's the smallest of his village. Mark Wilde said to me, "What do you do?" We were at some open mic, and he said, "Do you want to make some money?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay." Like, and I'm used to like the Westies in the neighborhood going like, "Take this package to the fire
Come
department."
on, what neighborhood? New Jersey?
Yeah, Verona, New Jersey. Yeah, you're from that's Wayne.
I was born. I didn't spend any time there. You actually came out of New Jersey.
Yeah.
I remember when you showed up in New York. You were like 12. You were all cocky. You were tough looking. I remember your joke. I remember the joke where you were like. About the story was someone got killed in a haunted house at an amusement park, and he was like, what was the punchline? Was like, oh, that is so fake, stepping over the guy.
No one's helping you. They're stepping over your body.
Right, that is so fake.
Yeah, yeah. Brown?
I remember.
Been here a while.
I remember.
Wow.
Was that like one of your first jokes?
I got to blow the dust off of that one. Yeah, that's when I had like pro wrestler hair, like super weird and long.
Yeah, New Jersey. You represented New Jersey. You might as well have been, New Jersey personified.
You're off mic, so we're gonna have to give you a mic. I had okay. We're at.
You didn't have a permanent.
It looked like it.
You had that high hair.
I look like a lesbian.
Yeah. But I remember you coming up. But what was I saying? Oh, would I have ever thought that I would end up? There's still part of me when people go, "I love your podcast." Like after I do a stand-up show, "I love your podcast." I'm like, "Well, what about the set? What about the comedy?"
Don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think about that, but either way, any way it's happened, it's happened on my terms. I appreciate it.
And I wanted to hate it.
Yeah, well, I know you did. Yeah, because you're a very competitive guy. I don't know what it is with some of you guys.
Well, like you're not competitive?
I am, but I don't own it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit there and like, hey, fuck these nerds, we got to beat the nerds. I'm secretly competitive. I just check the iTunes ratings, and if you're below me, I'm like, all right.
I'm like the 7 and 8. I hit right before the pitcher. I'm always like 7 and 8.
But those numbers, that doesn't even mean anything, that ratings. Who the hell knows what that's based on?
Then why are you looking?
Because it's the only thing I can see.
Yeah.
Like, you want to send me your numbers every day?
You get your numbers though,
right?
No,
I don't. I really, honestly, don't pay attention to it. My partner deals with it, and
I mean, when you have sponsors,
yeah, we've got a rate sheet.
Give them the numbers.
Absolutely,
So I know you're a Stamps.com guy.
Yeah, I mean, I know what they are, and I'm happy with them, but I'm not really. It's so weird because you get hung up on that iTunes thing only because that's visual. Yeah. But out of all the things that mean anything, that means very little because it's not based on downloads. It's based on some algorithm that I don't even understand. It has something to do with comments, new subscribers, people like it's not.
Yeah, subscriptions and specifically.
I have no idea.
You should maybe figure out what it is because you're always way the fuck up top.
Yeah, no, I mean I'm happy about that. As long as
you might want to figure out how that's working for you.
No, I'm not going to complain. I'm okay, man. But no, I didn't anticipate that I would be doing what I'm doing, but I love what I'm doing. And in terms of, I'm going to get into this fucking cupcake. I don't care. So start talking.
If you start chewing, I'll cover the time. I was at Customs going to Vancouver to do a gig, and I was listening to your interview with Carrot Top, like mesmerized, because, and you and I have like traded paint a little bit on Twitter, like, yeah, why don't you just act like you liked him your whole life? And you said, you obviously don't listen to my podcast, and I went, you know what? That was like an ignorant thing that I tweeted, this is like 2 years ago, so then I just went all things WTF.
Right.
And it's so good. Like, and I tweeted you that I listened to back to back. It was like David Cross, it was Stephen Wright and Paula Poundstone.
Oh, yeah.
And we were just laughing. Like, to hear Stephen Wright laugh.
I know. And he was doing it off mic at first. I had no idea what he would be like, and I'm talking to him, and I'm getting it. I'm scoring. I never really talked to him before. And he's laughing, but every time he laughed, he'd cover his mouth, and he'd go off mic, and I'm like, get it, come on in. People need to know that you laugh and
Yeah.
you're a person.
That seems to be a common podcast problem. When people mic, they don't do it. When people laugh, they don't do it into the mic.
Is it a comic problem or in general? Or you think it's just
I think it's a very
radio
common for me sitting here, and what you just explained with Stephen Wright. It seems like when people really laugh.
Well, they don't want to blow out the thing.
Yeah,
so.
or they're like, I don't want to be rude.
Because
it's an interview. Because yours is much more of an interview, linear. You start sort of in a linear.
Kinda, and I just hope that it goes somewhere. I don't have
but
a big
it does.
plan.
And the ones that clunk, you shovel as hard as you can.
I do. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. There are moments where I'm like, oh my god.
I was at Customs. Have a bite of cupcake because this will take a
Go
minute.
ahead. Yeah.
I'm at Customs going to Vancouver. I'm listening to your Carrot Top interview. For those of you
You
listening,
mean the Charlie Viracola interview?
Yes, Charlie Viracola was Colonel Parker to Carrot Top's Elvis Presley, and you hear them go through Charlie, and Mark got driven up to like Carrot Top's estate, and there's all these different levels. It was like Bruce Lee Enter the Dragon, like different
It
levels of
looked like
fighting.
that.
And at the end, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and you are trading blows. You get past. It was like a video game.
There was literally fire there. He had like torches that he could turn on when you walked into his house out back. You want to see something? There was it was unbelievable, that place. But you didn't get the sense, because Carrot Top still looks like Carrot Top.
Yeah.
And him walking around this gorgeous house, there was no sense of happiness that I could sense.
Yeah, he might have been the only guy that was more unhappy than you.
Yeah. And he was a nice guy, and I wish that,
He's always been a nice guy.
Yeah, and I wish it wasn't so insulated, and I wish that Charlie didn't feel like he had to, literally... I'm talking to Carrot Top, and Charlie's like, he might as well have said, I'll take this one. What Scott would like you to know.
Press Secretary Charlie
exactly.
Viracola.
And I like Charlie, too. I mean,
he's got a good gig for himself.
Well, that's clearly what he was protecting in that situation.
Yeah, you don't want Marin driving down the hill and Carrot Top going, what the fuck was that shit? You let him kill me on the eye mascara. They're tiki torches and shit, and they were giving you food and hummus. It was like you're at the Sultan of Brunei's house.
I think he hired a girlfriend for the night.
Let me tell you something. I don't know if you know this about Carrot Top or not, but going back to 91, 92, when we were doing NACA conferences trying to get into colleges, no one, and I mean no one, gets more pussy than Carrot Top.
I know.
Ever. And my wife gets obsessed, and she goes, how much? I go, if it's not 2 at a time, it doesn't interest him. It's a deal breaker if one hot chick comes up to him. He's like...
Is that true?
Yes! That's what she keeps... I'm telling you. It is an absolute phenomenon that back 1991, 92, Scott was
heard that.
crushing fucking ass on the road.
But what's his game? It's got to be sort of I don't know. He's definitely not taking charge. I mean,
chicks dig props, man.
Yeah, they do.
I guess
he's got a special prop bag. Oh, you want that prop bag?
Vagina props.
Yeah, the vagina prop bag.
Here, I'm in line at Customs listening to you interview Carrot Top. I'm so fascinated. It starts almost like a Scooby-Doo episode. It gets layered, and you're in a car, you have a bag over your head.
Yeah.
And
where are we going?
And it's almost like you were sending me signals, being everybody that's listening, so we're just in a car off the 15 freeway going up a hill.
I may need help.
Yeah.
I may need help.
They're treating me very fairly.
Yeah.
And today is May 10th. After all, today is May 10th. And you said a couple times to Charlie, so if I get murdered, you even put that on the table, and nobody went, you have to stop with the murder stuff. No one, they left it on the table to keep you in place.
Yep.
It was very Elvis-ish. It was like the Beatles going to see Elvis, and Elvis just stayed in his bed and watched him on TV.
Yeah, and there were more guys around. I mean, there was the guy who drove the van. There was Charlie. There were a couple other dudes hanging around. And then the girlfriend. There was Pasta. I mean, they were definitely...
Was that her name?
No, I don't think so. But she made pasta, and apparently it was the only thing she made ever. And so it was a
Mark
special
Maron's
night.
coming over. Boil water, you lucky hoe. Eggy! I don't like you
No,
putting
it was
dice
good.
at you. I'm sorry.
I got no.
I've always
I
been
don't
a
want to
big
condescend it because I
It
would
was
have gra-
great.
Yeah, I thought it was an interesting portrait of. I think the Charlie dynamic. With the way he was sort of handling the interview and the way Scott was, that was part of show business. I mean, there are those relationships where clearly, Charlie was protective of Carrot Top, or for whatever reason.
Memphis Mafia style.
A little bit, Yeah.
Except without
Hey,
all
Red,
the pills.
take care of this kid.
Hey, Red, I need 44 Vicodin. Just crush them up real good, Daddy. You said...
Red, make sure I come out of the bathroom.
Yeah. Red? Where's Red? You said, and I swear, I'm next at customs. And
Yeah.
Carrot Top kept. First of all, he was so self-effacing and so
Yeah,
likable,
I know.
and
What are
I've
you
always
gonna do
liked
with
him
that?
anyway.
Yeah.
And I've always dug what he did. I didn't care that it was props, and I never was like the hate Dane, hate Carrot Top. Like, hey man, it's working.
Yeah.
And I fuck
Well,
it.
it took me a while to come to that.
Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But the thing was, I'm next at customs.
Yeah.
And as the lady waves for me to come to her, Carrot Top says to you, the crowd fucking sucked, and I just was digging out of a hole from the beginning. And you said, do you remember what you said?
No.
You said, now when you do that, do you use an actual shovel? And as I'm walking the last 8 feet,
Did I really say that?
it was brilliant. And at that moment, I said, I am completely into WTF. I am Jim Jones, Kool-Aid, seizures on the grass. And I'm now walking. There's a lightness to you.
And then you said, not physical lightness. I'm like, what do you
No,
mean?
because you
Then you
immediately
offered me a
grabbed
cupcake. Now I got cupcakes.
That's because you grabbed your stomach when I said lightness. You turned it into the physical because your body dysmorphia. Because one thing, if you need to know about Mark Maron, if he's not somehow unhappy, then he's way more unhappy than he is when he's
Oh,
unhappy.
you should have seen before I left because I feel all right. But like today, I knew I was coming out here. I haven't seen you in a little while, but I'm like, holy fuck. He better appreciate it. I got to driving here from where I live. It's like.
The 2012 Pepsi Max Field of Dreams AL and NL Legends, as well as the 2 contest winners and their cities, will be announced Tuesday, July 10th. So check MLB.com/Pepsi Max for updates. Get ready to vote on where the 2012 Dream Game will be played. Contest winners and Dream Game rosters will be revealed at the 2012 All-Star Game. Pepsi Max, delicious.
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name.
This is the mythic fake Mustache Studios. We're in it.
It's like when you bust into the cat ranch and David
Yeah.
Cross calls it a shed.
Well, this is like it's a real garage. Mine is more like a shack.
Well, David Cross called it a shed. You
Yeah.
defended it, and
Yeah.
I'm listening, driving back from Vegas, going, you know what? Fuck David Cross. Like fucking the guy has you on the show. By the way, that was a very you were
some of us get cranky in our old age, Jay.
you put your time in that interview.
yeah.
You earned that one.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Some flow.
we have a lot of history. You know what I mean? Me and Dave. Look at these
Yeah,
cupcakes.
but it seemed
What the hell
like
is that?
all the history was on your side.
Well, I find that a lot. I'm sure I have stories about you or things that I remember about you that you're like, I have no recollection of that at all.
But I'll at least engage you and go, really? Where you were just corrected and then it got reset.
Yeah.
It was really no, that's not really how it happened.
Well, Dave is like he is. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's interesting how we're all aging. You seem happy. You seem all right.
When you came in, the first thing I said was, you look super handsome, you look great, and you look... There's
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.
Donuts.
I want to work with you a lot.
Oh yeah!
From Fake Mustache Studios, Mark Maron, thank you for coming by.
Wait.
Let's not get formal now.
Wait. This is Fake Mustache Studios?
Yeah,
This is
same